Students, Sairam. Now, in our previous class, we have finished with the lesson The Bell by Geeta Krishnakutty. I hope you all have understood the story of the lesson. We'll just revise in short and try to answer some questions based on the story. Okay? So, in this lesson, we have seen that there is a girl in the story who wants to ring the bell of the temple, but her family members oppose her to do so because it was against the rules of the temple, the norms of the society. So she argues with her parents why she couldn't do so. If Thangam, the daughter of the priest, she comes with us to play every afternoon hide and seek, and then she can ring the bell, then why can't I? But then the family members ignore what she is saying, and they think that as she grows up she will understand. So the argument stops there. But the girl had made a firm decision in her mind that she is going to ring the bell of the temple. So she doesn't pay any heed to what the family members are saying, and then she accepts with whatever they are asking her to do. Like she gets ready to go with her grandmother to the tank, which she doesn't like at all, but then to unwillingly she goes. Then she undergoes the ritual of hairdressing, wherein her mother pours a lot of oil on her hair, and the oil starts dripping out from her out on her forehead. But then she accepts everything, keeps quiet, and just has an intention in her mind that keeping quiet she is going to do what she wants. She is very happy that none of her friends have seen her like this with so much of oil on her head. Then as this is a firm decision in her mind, when she goes out of the house, she is accompanied by Kelu Nair. Kelu Nair is a major domo, the servant of the family, and then he is being told to accompany with her, which she doesn't like at all. She even tells her mother that she goes to school on her own. Even she goes to the shop to buy anything if she wants, she goes alone. So why Kelu Nair should accompany her? But she doesn't say anything at all. She doesn't argue with her family, and she goes along with Kelu Nair. Kelu Nair tells her many stories, and at the same time he keeps on also telling her about the image in the temple, which is very beautiful, and this creates an attraction in her mind that she will go inside the temple, ring the bell, and also see the images in the temple, the idols in the temple. And so she just walks hurriedly, even when Kelu Nair tries to stop her, but she doesn't pay any heed. She ignores him, refuses him, and tries walking fast, and Kelu Nair could not keep up with her, and ultimately she reaches the temple. Now when she reaches the temple, she also sees that there is a football match is going on, which she is fond of very much, and she watches the match. She also explains about the atmosphere near the temple, how cool the atmosphere is, and also about the women who are washing clothes, the overall natural beauty which she is very fond of. She remembers and she explains in short. So in this way the girl is telling us how she reaches to the temple, and now let's see what she is going to do. And as she goes inside the temple, she could see that there are the women of the Nambudiri family who are waiting there, who doesn't want anybody else to enter inside, but just ignoring them. This girl, she goes inside, she just bows down to the images in the temple, to the idols in the temple, and then she just goes in and rings the bell of the temple and rushes out. So she just completed her whatever decision she has made in her mind, and now she is about to move. Now she is very happy that she has done what she wanted. She had completed her decision. She had made that firm in her mind that she is going to ring the bell. because she had a feeling that her thoughts were like that God, everybody is equal in the eyes of God. Now Kelu Nayar gets very angry with this girl and she doesn't speak a word. She just allows Kelu Nayar to drag her away to the house. So Kelu Nayar takes her to the house later. And then when they reach to the house also, Kelu Nayar explains everybody what has happened all round when they were walking through and also in the temple. And then there is complete silence in the house. Now that silence was much eloquent than the speech what they would say to her. But this girl, she was within inside, she was very happy that God is also very pleased because she has gone inside and she has done what she wanted. And even God was very happy because it was God also wanted her to come inside and ring the bell inside. So she was very happy with this. So she did not bother what the family members are saying or whether they are saying anything or no. But she was very sure that they were not happy what she had done with, because when she was served a dinner also, she could make out that her favorite papadams were missing. So this shows that the family was not happy with what she had done. So in this way we had seen in the story that the girl, whatever she had decided in her mind, she had just done what she wanted. And ultimately, because she felt that if Thangam, being a daughter of the priest, she can come and play with us, then in the same way even we can go inside the temple and ring the bell. Okay, so this is what we have learnt in the story. Now let's try to answer few questions. Answer these questions with reference to context. Right? Today she circled it hurriedly, her mind full of her secret mission, and almost ran along, provoking an incomprehensible torrent of protest from Kelu Nayar, who could not keep up with her. So the first question is, what did she circle? So what did the girl circle? Yes, she circled the sanctuary of Krishna. So she went in, when she went to the temple, she circled the sanctuary of Krishna. Why did she circle it hurriedly? So what was the reason? She circled it hurriedly as her mind was full of secret mission. So she just circled the sanctuary of Krishna hurriedly, very fast. Why? Because she wanted to complete her secret mission. Now what was her secret mission? Yes, her mission was to ring the bell of the temple. Who was Kelu Nayar? Was Kelu Nayar? Kelu Nayar, he was a long-serving servant of the household. What was her secret mission? So I have explained you, her secret mission was to ring the bell of the temple. Okay? Then, next, she was in dire disgrace. Their tight-lipped silence was more eloquent than speech, as was the conspicuous absence of her favorite tiny papadums at dinner. So, why was she in disgrace? Yes, she was in disgrace as she had rung the bell. Okay, she had completed what she had decided. What do you understand by the tight-lipped silence was more eloquent than speech? So what does this line tells you? Yes, her family had tight-lipped silence, which was worse than giving her speech on the rights and wrongs of ringing the temple bell. So instead of explaining her whether she has done the right thing or the wrong thing, nobody spoke a word in the family. Instead, they just kept quiet. With that itself, the girl has understood that they were not happy with what she had done. Why were the papadums missing? So why were the papadums in her dinner missing? Yes, that was a subtle way of making her realize that she had done a wrong thing by ringing the temple bell. So that was to make her realize that she had done a wrong thing by ringing the bell. What did the girl wish to do? So, what did she do? What she wanted to do? So, she had told her family that she would ring the bell in front of the sanctuary at the hour of Deeparadhana. Her family opposed this, so they had an argument. So, she had told her family that she is going to ring the bell in front of the sanctuary at the hour of Deeparadhana, that is lamp lighting, and which the family members refuse. What justification did the girl give for her desire to ring the bell? So, when they oppose her, when they refuse her, what justification did the girl give? Yes, she said, if Thangam could ring it, so could she. So, Thangam, if she can ring the bell, even I can. What was the girl's opinion about the adults? So, what did she thought about the adults? What did she think? They were not taking her seriously, and that she had to accept their wisdom and authority unquestionably. So, she felt that these adults are not taking her seriously. So, she just have to accept their wisdom and authority unquestionably without questioning anything. So, in this way, children, we have once again revised the lesson, the bell. Go through the lesson, read it thoroughly, and try to understand it. So, we shall stop here for the day. Thank you, children.